Today I'm reviewing this Ibanez GSRM20B Gio Mikro bass. So I'm going to describe the bass in detail, I'm going to give you a demonstration, then I'm going to give you my honest opinion. So to start with, this is a 28.5 inch scale bass, which is particularly small. For comparison, the Fender Stratocaster guitar is 25.5 inches and the Fender P bass is 34 inches. So it's closer to the size of an electric guitar than it is a bass. We've also got some small string spacing at 19 millimeters. Bolt-on neck made of maple with treated New Zealand pine fingerboard. 22 medium frets with dot inlays. The nut width here is small again at 38 millimeters. On this model we have black hardware. We have a Dynamics J pickup and a Dynamics P bass pickup. Both of these are passive. This knob is the volume for this pickup. This knob is the volume for this pickup. And this is a treble cut / boost knob, so kind of like a Fender Jazz. So I'm going to start with functionality. There are probably 3 reasons why you would buy this bass that I can think of. Reason number 1 is the reason that I bought it, and that is because it's small, so it's easy to travel with. It fits inside a guitar case. So I travelled into Manchester city centre to teach at university. As a guitar case is obviously smaller, less heavy, and less tall than a bass case, makes getting on and off a train much easier. I've also done some travelling with this bass to different countries. Good tip, if you do get this bass, if you put it in a bass case, you're going to have a lot more room for clothes or extra equipment in there. Another reason that you might buy this is if you have very small hands or you're quite young and you're looking for something that isn't a full-size bass. Full-size bass might be too big for you, so this one might be a good one to start out with. The third reason is that you are a guitarist and you're not used to playing a full-size bass, so playing something that is more the size of a guitar is going to be much more familiar to you. One problem that you might run into is the frets are obviously a lot smaller. So if you're going to use the Samandal technique, which is where you use 1st, 2nd and 4th finger spanning over 3 frets, it might get a bit cramped. So you might have to revert to the 1 finger per fret system. So like I said, I didn't buy this bass for the sound, but I was quite surprised at the quality of the sound. Short scales have a slightly different sound than a full scale, but I was really impressed with this sound. So yeah, I wasn't expecting much, so that surpassed my expectations. So this bass is going for £180, so it's not the cheapest bass out there. For that price, the build quality, the functionality and the sound are excellent. So I've played it a fair bit, I've done a lot of teaching with it and I've travelled with it, and it seems to have stayed in one piece. Got a few dents here and there, that's to be expected. That's my fault really. I've got a few things coming loose, like this strap holder and pot here needs tightening up. That's fixable, and that is to kind of be expected at this price point. So these frets are perfectly cut with the neck, which is very, very rare at this price point. You usually get a little bit of something, but it's kind of perfect. Okay, aesthetics. It's very, very standard. It looks like a very small, typical Ibanez bass, which is not, it's not the sort of bass I usually go for, but it looks fine. It doesn't look ugly. There are also a variety of colors now. So if you go to the Ibanez website, you'll probably find something that you like. Overall, I think this bass is the perfect trade-off between a full-size bass and a travel bass. So if you want to buy this for any of the reasons that I've suggested, then I fully recommend it.